got so caught up in the things I've done. I want to be strong, I want to be strong. I want you to pick me up and take me home. I never wanna be alone. I never wanna be to say never is never the solution.
Feel free to talk.
Boss, we've done all as you said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, boss. Everything like you asked. It's in my car, boss.
I'm surprised. You're actually good for something. So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. God is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck. I surrendered by idiots.
Hey, kid. Sorry about that.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully all of you know by now that code is indeed loot. Getting some nice sign-up bonuses if you do use that one, free spins and all. We are here on the third and final map for the day between Team Fiend and Copenhagen Flames. It's gonna be quite a brawl, it seems, on this very third map. Both teams winning their own respective map picks quite handily.
Yeah, they also both won the knife on their own map pick. So let's see if in this case that's going to be...
No. I made the mistake
that's
initially.
the
It was
second one.
Copenhagen Flames that won both knives. Let's not make the same one twice.
Okay, yep, you're right. I do apologize. You are completely right.
Yeah, Chad roasted me
they
pretty
just
hard for
stomped them
that
on the
one, to
T
be
side
honest.
of train. But yeah, Inferno tends to be more T-sided than CT-sided these days, so definitely looking forward to the knife round being won. This time around by Team Fiend, though, and they've got to make the choice. Are they going to start on that CT or T side? And, well, between these two teams, who do you think is going to take home the bacon on this final deciding map?
I think Copenhagen Flames, based on their previous matches played on here, I think they can beat out Team Fiend single-handedly. I mean, I think like the overall caliber of player on Copenhagen Flames is in fact better than Team Fiend, right? Just a more story team with more experience should be good for the win here on Inferno, but definitely gonna be a much closer affair than the first two maps for sure.
It is going to be, I think this one will actually go, well, not necessarily all the distance, but should be double digits for both teams. This is definitely a map that T's, I would say, favor, but CTs can still definitely get a lot of work done. There are some good aggressive moves. Not too many. Mainly it's going to be the banana control play that you're going to really have to contend with if you are on the CT side. But it is actually interesting to see. I quickly checked out both these teams' win rate. On the T side, they are actually stronger, both these squads of Inferno. However, it does look like the Bulgarian squad is going to opt for starting on the CT side.
And let's see how this pistol round goes. Into the fray now. Copenhagen Flames with one utility player there on a Cillian. And no defuse kits on Team Fiend, just Bubble with the utility duty, as the rest of them do opt for armor. As they will be going here aggressive into the apartments area, finding two terrorists straight off the bat, and Nodios looking to equalize the situation by shooting toward Boiler, but not getting the kill. Is going to leave them a man down in this all-important pistol to start things out with, and with no map presence elsewhere, maybe they just go straight up for this A execute. But there's still a minute 20 left on the clock, so they can definitely keep moving around, as they are scared of a flank happening, though none of them have been going so far. I believe it is two players there on, oh no, just one on B. Definitely would be the preferable bomb site to execute onto right now, but it looks like they're sticking with A, thinking that the CTs may have spread out a little bit more than they have. Just a player in library now instead of A, as the terrorists split up and look for their own kills on long and short.
Yeah, ooh, spots him out, but Red Star, just a slight little tag being dealt, but that's the big tag headshot from Maron to Nodios. They're even playing with two in Big Pit. Yabi creeping up on that push. This is a little bit of a whip. Has to go for the reload, and that's going to cost him dearly. It's all onto Cillian in a 1v4, and he will probably knock us that there are two CTs towards Big Pit as well. So the moment that they know it's exactly where he is, he did spot out the second play now that they went for the double peek together. But crossing in, player towards long. There's even one on the flank all the way from Banana. However, Cillian on the site is going to go for the plant and will be absolutely shredded by the easy kill for Red Star. And that's Team Fiend getting themselves the opening pistol.
Great start, of course, to it, to the whole map, but also to this round, having those two players in apartments, anticipating that kind of a rush. Definitely did give them the advantage going forward, and yeah, the terrorists just unable to equalize by splitting up there toward top middle. So it is going to be Copenhagen Flames starting on the back foot, a full eco coming in, a Glock train heading straight into the apartments area and looking to redo the previous round's strategy. And the counter-terrorist, now knowing the Banana was not even contested, will probably be rotating someone away, but a bit of an Astralis stack, anticipating apartments aggression. Not going to be happening, of course. This Team Fiend are just holding onto the A bomb site with one in apartments and two toward long. If they spot anyone out or if they're smoked off, a speedy rotate into the site is more than possible. But it's going to be apps. That's going to be pretty scary here. Not even a single flash to work with, as they're just going to be waterfalling out. Only one player to receive them. Maybe lets the bomb cross into the site itself. Who knows, though? We'll be seeing how this one plays out.
The bomb gets dropped out into the open. Dreamer does get a little bit of backup there as well from Bubble, and it's going to be an easy, clean sweep for Team Fiend. And the waterfall not being as successful as they would have liked. As you said, a singular flash can go a long way for a waterfall strat, but they did not have any utility to back up that play. It is going to be the AK spot out for the Copenhagen Flames side, of course. one save into a force buy, and now it's they actually have the weapons advantage going into this round. But Team Fiend, every kill they manage to make will be a nice free AK upgrade.
Absolutely right. Let's see if that happens. Banana control going the way of the terrorists for now, as the push down middle does not work out, and Red Star also loses his life on top middle. So, not a great start for the A players here. Trying to aggress, knowing this is a bonus round, but going up against the AKs was not the best idea in the world. And execute toward A, thinking that they're lacking players on this A bomb site. Not going to be happening, of course. There are 3 players ready and waiting. Well, 2 on the site, 1 playing up close here, Bubble. Not going to be hearing these terrorists rotate back. They are using those shift keys spectacularly. But Yabi lets go of it a little bit too fast, and I think that's the info. But the info comes in way too late. Team Fiend, they can't even rotate here fast enough before CT gets smoked off. And that's going to be a completely free bomb site for the Copenhagen Flame side. As Team Fiend, well, they're going to be saving with 3 players left alive. Hopefully they can recover those rifles from middle, as the MP9s shouldn't be too useful in the coming round. And they can still go for it, but they're not fancying their chances on middle. They don't want to lose another man.
Taking a page out of the Copenhagen Flames playbook, and that is just save, don't risk it. Hopefully we won't get to see too many saves and just see a very competitive, brawly game, which is always the most enjoyable, at least for me. But that should be putting Copenhagen Flames on their first round and a 2-1 scoreline, immediately trying to keep the game close. And while we both kind of did predict that this series would, the third map would be a close one. Let's see if that's going to be the case. You actually said Copenhagen Flames is going to take it. I'm going to go with Team Fiend. Yeah,
for contrarian sake, or
no,
kind of backing behind that one.
I believe in the Bulgarians. They definitely have skill in their squad as well. It's just I'm just gonna look past that opening nuke game, which was horrendous.
Yeah, not their best map, but Copenhagen Flames did look equally lost on train as well. So. That's what leads us here to the third map, but Inferno should be even ground for both of these teams. They both know how it's played. Definitely one of the first maps you start to look into as a team that just forms, but yeah, Banana taken, and the CT's rotating heavily toward the A-bomb site. Not sure why they're going for it this early. They do have presence in apartments, and seeing that no one is out on top middle, definitely scary if they don't relocate toward B fast enough. They will be getting 1 player on the rotate, as Copenhagen Flames are ready for this B execute to start with shortly. Utility gonna be lined up. Bubble ready with the smoke of his own, but I don't think that's gonna be stopping the terrorists from pushing through it anytime soon. Flashes should be raining in any second, and he relocates to a very close position there, making out in the smoke, but Bubble loses his head in the exchange there, as the terrorists will be yet again taking the B bomb site scot-free.
Yeah, Red Star needs to be careful. He doesn't have armor, so even standing behind smoke is very dangerous. And I don't know why they are still going for a couple of shots through it while the rest of the team is bailing out. But Team Fiend will lose this round as well. Again, a round where just 1 kill happens, and that's the end of things. They disengage, and Copenhagen Flames puts themselves on 2-2. But yeah, this is, as I said, a page out of the Copenhagen Flames train playbook. Lose 1 player. Nope, it's done. GG. And bail out.
To be fair, Train and Inferno kind of save maps in that sense. You don't want to go and risk, like, the big problem of this round was that they just didn't have that presence toward B, right? I mean, if they had at least 2 players playing there, 1 from side and 1 behind the CT smoke, with the supporting flashes, perhaps something could have been done, but just having 1 player that they lose immediately and give up the bomb site straight up, I don't think there's any sense in going for the retake there whatsoever. As Copenhagen Flames did pick up the second round, and, well, Team Fiend, they will be spending quite a bit of money here, but still enough in the reserve for the next buy. An MP9 on Victor is going to be the standout, not good weapon here, as a mid-peak does come in, but Red Star not going to be spotting anyone out.
Well, there is an AK on the other side, and he kind of has to recover the bomb later as well, which puts him out in the open, and that's going to be Red Star connecting the shot. Nikodos losing his life, and that means they have to send another terrorist to recover that bomb at the T ramp. Well, in the meantime, they are playing a little bit of a spread. Mank's going to be lurking around while Cillian and his teammate will be trying to secure that that B bomb site. Pushing past the smoke, no utility use. This could be a big surprise for Bubble, who's going to go for the wide peak. Oh, no, doesn't expect it. They expect the flash to come through, and a great move, but Red Star gets the collat. Oh, my God, he saves so far the round, making it back to a 3-on-2 situation.
3 kills on the Opper this one. Definitely going to be huge if they do end up winning this one. Still a chance for the terrorists, but that chance just died, just like that chicken. Manx mowed down on long as the bomb plant is not even going to be coming up here. Mar could have been hiding in so many places to deny that bomb plant. Yabi couldn't possibly expect all of them. And yeah, this collat here does save the round for sure, but they didn't have a CT smoke ready and waiting, so unfortunately Copenhagen Flames not going to be taking this one, as a full buy round does once again happen from both teams. Team Fiend on a much better buy than in the last round. We'll be going into this one with an AWP of their own, as Nikodos has one on Copenhagen Flames' side. So, Banana, just the standard utility exchange to begin with, but 3 CT players waiting behind that utility.
Yeah, it is this time a pretty hefty stack towards B, but they need to be careful because A doesn't have too many defenders, and if they're going to quickly flush out this site, they could be in a very problematic situation here, Dreamer and Mar. The push comes out, they get themselves long control, and yeah, the rotations are very far away. They need to hurry up, pounce onto the site. Yabi jumping around, doesn't check his angles though. Mar gets a double, will get traded out in Big Pit, and Streamer losing his life, making it a 3-on-3 situation. Definitely retakeable as well from the position they are, because this is the last piece of utility for Copenhagen Flames. Already pushed past the possible smoke, and that's going to be 2 kills, a 1v1. Nikodos versus Red Star, up be up, but Red Star does swap away from the AWP, and that puts him in a very unfortunate position where Nikodos manages to get the shot in. That's Copenhagen Flames on 3, and Team Fiend, well, probably an eco into a buy next.
Absolutely, just gonna have a bit of a timeout here to reconsider this fact, whether they want to go for a buy and exactly what they would be buying in that scenario. Still something to work with, but unless you go for some early aggression on this map, I don't think those buys really tend to work out. The longer you wait, the more areas the terrorists can come from. And the terrorist economy looking pretty good. The AWP is still in their hands. The utility should be coming in soon. Not sure why they haven't bought it up really, because there's not much here to discuss. Maybe whether they want grenades or flashes. Well, grenades or 2 flashes, essentially. They might have some nice nade stacks lined up. We'll see.
Or the old classic rush through mid. Try to surprise them, toss a molly deep, or go for a full investment. That could also be the case. And it seems that they are going to be picking up the guns. You don't necessarily need head armor, though, considering you're up against AKs. You very rarely need head armor in that case. But Dreamer does pick it up instead of, let's say, an extra flash or an HE. I do like the fact that, of course, he went for a kit. So they have a diffuse kit if they lose the site at the start. But the rest of the team still slowly but surely deciding what they actually want to pick up. Because Bubble and Red Star haven't bought anything yet. Victor will also go for the armor, and yeah, they're taking their sweet time to decide exactly what they want to have.
They sure are. But the time should come now. When the match finally gets unpaused, then we can keep getting back into this game. A tied up score line with Copenhagen Flames looking good to pick up a 4th. An excellent start And how many rounds do you think they need to feel comfortable realistically on the next half? The minimum, we would say.
On Team Fiend?
On Copenhagen Flames on the T side.
Oh, I think 9.
Really? You think with 8 they're starting to sweat a little bit? I think even if they just get like a 6-9 score line, they're still going to be feeling okay. But at that point, kind of the pistol round does need to go your way. So
9
yeah.
is kind of where you want to be at. So that, as you said, if you lose the pistol round, you're going to be at a 9-9 score line probably, and you're still like tied up. You get a little bit lower than that, then they all of a sudden overtake you very quickly because that secondary pistol is going to be rather important between those two teams.
All right, just mid-presence coming in here from Copenhagen Flames as the Team Fiend boys not fancying themselves as the aggressors in this one. We'll just be waiting for the straight-up push going on here. Dreamer standing in the Molotov. We're just below. Oh, there you go. I thought it was kind of just at his feet. Odios, however, is standing in the Molly, and well, all the kills, they go their way. The top mid hold not strong enough for Team Fiend.
Well, that force up ended up in absolutely nothing. 4-man stack towards A, and yeah, they just got completely crushed. The Mall even whiffed on.
It was supposed to land on the thing, right? I mean,
yeah,
surely.
that or it had to be underneath so that no player could be in that, behind the pillar corner.
That's what threw me off.
Did nothing.
But yeah, this push from to second mid, at least finding a kill onto Manx, and AK-47 will be salvaged from that situation. As the full buying CTs, the ecoing CTs rather, do find yet another kill on the full buying Copenhagen Flames boys. That's 2 men down. The round is not in any kind of danger, but economically, Team Fiend have done an excellent job here, managing to get 2 Kalashnikovs into their hands, and no Copenhagen Flames boys will be chasing in this one, I feel like. Still, 2 pistols left alive to continue the hunt as they keep going here toward Banana, but Cillian on the very tight angle here should be finding any terrorists that get, counter-terrorists that get overzealous.
Shouldn't be too much happening going forward. Copenhagen Flames on 5. Team Fiend. Actually, they're going to be saving their weapons towards Banana. And even finding Red Star there on... So that's the P250 lost for Team Fiend, and that will be gut-wrenching, heartbreaking.
Without the P250, DK? What will they do?
Oh, the P250 got them kills in that round, got them the AKs.
They did. They made all the use out of it they wanted, but it's not going to be very useful in the coming round. Of course, Team Feed on the full buy, and those 2 salvaged AKs from the very successful Eco will be guaranteeing them some extra, well, utility or money to go forward here. Victor and Mar on 2K, while the rest are broke. So Copenhagen Flames looking to win this one out to get that bonus round going after the counter-terrorists are forced to eco, but Bubble already sustaining a headshot through the smoke there on Banana, although a kill does go their way. Nodios, the lone player on Banana, goes down for the terrorist side, as it looks like top mid is next on the list. A smoke toward Long, a Molotov toward the Diggity area, as the Australians call it. The push does commence, and no kills really found because the counter-terrorists are playing this one ultra-passively there toward A.
They can flank all the way out towards Long because it's not being covered for the time being. Mars actually going to go for the peak, but the smoke covering the angles, so they could even cross in towards CT and hit that B bomb site if they want, but it looks like that's not the plan of attack. They smoke off arches themselves and are creeping up to hit that A site, where because of that molly and the smokes that they have, towards balcony, Dreamer peeks in, Mar loses life in Graveyard. It's going to be that sole player deleted by Nikodos's op, making it a pretty tough retake for Team Fiend. They got the opening pick, but this is a very hard push forward. And Red Star using the smoke to find some cover. Ooh. Nice catch onto Yabi. That is some spider senses right there, but Nikodos with the AWP still ready and waiting. Red Star 1v1 against Manx. Just 5 HP though. 1 bullet will take him down. Red Star has a feeling he's still stuck on site, which his feeling is very correct. Does he spot out the gun barrel? Okay,
Yes, he does.
He does.
The Spidey sense is coming in again for Red Star. Has to go huge here. Does find the pre-shot, and there we go. The defuse should be coming in any second now. Oh me, oh my, what a clutch there. Definitely shouldn't have been winning that round, as he was looking toward other areas as well, right? He didn't know for sure that player was deep in the site. He did look toward short briefly. And yeah, they win the round, and they seem to be winning the entry kill situation as well. Most of their players, well, all entry kills have gone their way so far, other than that one on Nikodos.
That was pretty nutty there from Red Star. It looked like he was like he didn't know for sure, and then I assume one of his teammates was screaming in the mic that, you know, I see something, and then he was like, wait, what? Looks back, and then slowly but surely creeps onto the site, and once you know the position of your opponent, he's a sitting duck, and he gets taken down. Great job from Red Star, and that was an absolute amazing retake from him. Did not really expect the 2 versus 3 retake to come through successfully, but you know, even that first pick towards Graveyard, smoking off his back so that he can go for the peak and expecting the player to be there. Exceptional work for the Team Fiend Opper.
Absolutely. Getting it done without the AWP, but we'll be carrying the big green, or, well, the big red and yellow in this case. Very lovely skin there. Still on the ground, though, just out of his reach, as the match is still indeed paused. We'll be going live back into this one shortly, but yeah, Copenhagen Flames, even though they capitulate in the previous, did look pretty strong going into that one, and I think the full buy rounds do go into their favor, despite, in spite, I should say, of losing the entry kills almost unanimously.
Yeah, they just couldn't convert them into wins the entire time, but hopefully Team Fiend will be able to continue playing with a little bit of bravado. Red Star has the AWP lying right in front of him, because if they lose this round, then Copenhagen Flames, they can take... same thing for Team Fiend. If they win this round, then Copenhagen Flames are looking pretty problematic for funds, so it is do or die for both these teams at the moment. Probably this round is going to decide who's going to win the half with the way things are looking, economically speaking.
Absolutely right. As we can hear the ticks in chat, should be readied up now. There we go. 20 seconds buy time. And we'll be going straight into this one with, okay, so Red Star going to be getting that AWP, and Bubble's still on 3.8k. Probably had to go to the bathroom or something, because he just bought up, but hey, he got the armor helmet, he got the FAMAS, and even some utility for his troubles. Let's see how this one plays out. The terrorists not going to be bothering with banana control in this one. Second mid is on the menu with Mar pushing the Molotov and not even getting the frag. The terrorists ready for that, as Banks does pick his head clean off, and the rest of the push coming in from apartments gonna meet a similar fate there. 2 headshots from Manx. Why not? The round's over, DK. Team Fiend have capitulated here in the 10th.
That was pretty nutty for Manx, first of all, because he expected all 3. But that's just... I mean, I like the play idea. It's just it was very solo oriented. The player that peeks in from the apartments towards second mid kind of needs someone to play a bit of distraction, and same thing for the players that are pushing out of apartments towards the T-apps. Like, there needs to be some divergence so that the enemies get shot from the back. They need to either peek together, or the utility needs to be able to be thrown out to completely catch off guard these Copenhagen Flames players. But it was just they were ready and waiting, and there was nothing that Team Fiend did to try and make it uncomfortable for them. No flashes, no nothing. It was just straight up dry peaks all around. And that's going to be Copenhagen Flames getting the site and a very, very quick round in their favor. I mean, eventually it took a little bit longer, but that initial
Sealed the
brawl,
deal, yeah.
yeah, was all said and done there.
Just gonna be Victor and Red Star holding on their guns on A, as the terrorists don't really fancy themselves as hunters for the time being. Jabi, however, oh boy, he's holding down one of those keys where it's just bound to plus left or plus right. And B hopping on the wood. Very lovely display. Beyblade's coming back into fashion, I see.
Yeah, that was also a very weird show.
It was, I mean, you talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Being weird, talk about, like, weird Japanese things that we used to watch as kids. I mean, spinning tops, that was fun for
that
about
summoned dragon for some reason.
Yeah, it was fun
cool.
for about 3 months having all those Beyblade duels in the school hallways, but man, oh man. It was just RNG every time. It wasn't even like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where, like, you could sort of pay to win in that one.
Well,
Straight up just had to like cheat with your Beyblades. I knew a guy who like put a weighted disc in there that was way heavier than normal, and that would just win every time.
yeah, I know that there were some modulations that you could get. That was, I know some people that did that. There was one dude that actually had like a fully decked out Beyblade, and it was like twice as big as everyone
Yeah,
else.
but that's not
Sure.
fair. Like, that was just gonna win every time. What are you talking about? That's just not fair. As enough chitter chatter here, we are of course going live into the 11th round with Team Fiend rather. Gonna be buying up, well, on the 3 players that didn't survive the previous round, the Deagles and CZ gonna be complementary to this M4 and AWP. And there you go, the CZ does its job. It just gets 1 player there toward balcony and secures Victor the follow-up. With Asilian, Nodios, and Nikodos still alive, weapons in hand, but their chances of winning this one are dwindling by the second. B bomb site still pretty much clear, only 1 player there. It looks like one of them will be rotating here off of A toward the B bomb site, so doable once again. Copenhagen Flames going to be taking long control first. Red Star sees the cross, and no utility is going to be used to get him off of it, and that's just going to be a nice shot onto Nodios through the very tight angle. Once again, giving away the position of the terrorists. As, yeah, this A push is going to continue, but a crossfire from pit and sight should make quick work of Asilian here, who does get some nice damage off, but not the kill in the end. Only Nodios left in a 1 versus 4 situation, and this AWP is not destined to survive the round. Bubble already pushed up, a crisp Deagle headshot to end the round, and that is going to be Team Fiend with a hard-earned 5th round here. The initial aggression from Copenhagen Flames really not strong enough off of that balcony area.
And pretty much the same thing happens. You know, they push out towards the site. Utility is not on point, even though they definitely had enough to work with. And Team Fiend, they can knock him dead. Of course, the player that was playing balcony got completely flashed, so that was a plus. But he had a CZ and he was right in their faces, so he gets a kill pretty easily. Yes, that is a beautiful chicken cam. As we can see, that should be a thing. Just always have a chicken cam when we are in a pause, because the chickens are definitely the cutest things in the game. Look at the little chicken.
No roosters, however. Just hens. The egg-laying kind. I look forward to owning some someday. Gonna have a fresh supply of eggs, DK. Gonna make my own French omelets. Already try-harding that one. Bought a new pan and everything. It's very difficult to make a French omelet properly.
I just normally scramble my eggs. Perfect.
Like, do you make them creamy like Gordon Ramsay style, or do you
no,
just make them incredibly dry like everyone else? Yeah,
I make them incredibly dry. Nice little bit of salt on it. Perfect. Creamy.
Right. I can
like
respect
a heart
it.
attack waiting to happen.
No. Eggs are like not bad for you. There's this old guy that eats like 70 eggs a day. He's fine.
You know, but if you add like butter and all that,
butter's not that bad for
and
you.
cream towards it.
As long as you don't
Cream's
use
bad for
margarine,
you.
you should be fine. Don't worry about it.
Cream is terrible for you.
Yeah, I suppose. Cholesterol and all that. Meanwhile, Copenhagen Flames on middle, 3 players ready to execute toward the top, but 2 kills going the way of Team Fiend as the T's aggress toward top middle. Sure, they might continue this A take and be successful in Arcelian even pushing the smoke, and the kill onto Pit, thus securing them the A bomb site. There you go, that's how you do it. The initial frags once again going the way of Team Fiend, but not strong enough for Copenhagen Flames here, as they plant the bomb on A and the retake seemingly impossible.
And the problem is, Bubble, they are very low in HP on 2 of the T's, but with the AWP, it's not necessarily the best gun for that situation. Victor drops Nikodos though. 2-on-2 ensues, and it's all on to Cillian. He already has one, needs to get the triple to win the round. His position is now known. Bubble with the op will push forward and is going to get spotted out by Cillian and finished off by Cillian. IGL to the max right there. Copenhagen Flames onto 7.
Man, what a round. It looked completely over for them as soon as those 2 pushed the smoke, but they do manage to bring it back a few smoke pushes later, and the LOOT.BET odds reflecting the Copenhagen Flames' dominance here on the T side. It is just gonna be a foregone conclusion then that on the CT side they're gonna be doing even better, but we'll see how that happens as Team Fiend are going for a complete force buy. 2 M4s, an AWP, and, well, a couple of pistols we'll be bringing into this one, as no aggressive pushes do happen. Terrorists left to collect banana for basically free. Just waiting for that smoke to clear up, as they should probably start to bait the utility out of the CTs, but no bait needed. They'll just throw it voluntarily, and not even an aggression there, as Nikodos would have found them on the edge of the smoke anyway.
Yeah, it is going to be that creep going forward towards the B side. But the 3-man stack should be able to knock it dead. It is going to be that op that needs to rotate quickly, though, because the weapons are not necessarily the best, but they do have enough to flush to take down these terrorists. Everyone is stuck inside the smoke, but the push forward, Max gets a double, immediately goes for the plant as well. Nikodos catches Marp trying to push through, and that is the round already picked up for Copenhagen Flames, because I don't really see Dreamer and Red Star going for it. Red Star actually waiting a little bit longer before he falls back. But the Flames on 8, and they will win the T side at least of Inferno.
Yeah, and looking good in the next round as well. Almost no money here for the Team Fiend side, as they will be saving an AWP, but what can you really buy around that, right? You have to capitulate and give the Copenhagen Flames a 9th, as then the final round of the half is all you can really play for. Still though, Red Star top fragging for his side. Acilian, the IGL, once again coming online with the top fragger for Copenhagen Flames. Actually, Red Star has 12, so he's top fragging the server right now with his team losing.
Yeah, and he does have the AWP. It's CT side opping on Inferno, so to be fair, that is pretty doable. Everyone, you know, no, you, sir. Go first, you. No. I insist. And they take their sweet time. Exactly. They take their sweet time to push forward in towards that A-bomb site. It's just like when you walk up to someone in the streets and you're like, oh, I need to walk past him. And then, you know, you go left while he goes right. So you, no.
See, at that point, both of you should be going right, because neither of you are from England or any other place that drives on the left side of the road. I think car rules should be used for pedestrians as well.
But to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. And, you know. She is true.
Well, Red Star didn't find any kills there going toward the B-bomb site. Did take a shot, but he's continuing to take shots through the stained glass windows, which just never seem to break. It's quite weird how that works. As the bomb surely will be exploding here, and Team Fiend not ready to find the exits either. Should just all of them be saving there toward Banana, with only Dreamer on the other side with the CZ-75. Not sure if he can find anything. As, okay, the smoke clears and... no, it doesn't. That was the last chance for the CTs to find anything, and yeah, the Hail Mary push. Manx finding another 2, padding the stats as he should, with the object completed there for Copenhagen Flames.
Well, 9 rounds for the Flames and Team Fiend. Will it be a 9-6 scoreline or a 10-5 in favor of the Danish squad? Red Star on his trusted AWP, which he manages to keep saved every single time. As you can see, a little comparison there. Cillian versus Red Star. Cillian, of course, very strong in the first map. Second map, slightly just not good enough. And then the third map, all of a sudden, he starts fragging again. So an IGL, but also a solid player. And those are rare. Banana aggression.
Yeah, okay, Victor finds the initial frag and goes back. Copenhagen Flames secure banana, but at the cost of a player. And the rotations looking like they're trying to come in here quite fast toward B to help out, but the bomb is not even present on banana at the moment. Still some utility thrown to bait yet more utility out of the CTs. A little bit early given the fact that there's a smoke right there holding them off. So I'm not sure what the plan was with that, but either way, the bomb retrieved, going toward top middle, and 2 players to receive on the other side. Of course, all the way deep into the bomb site, Mar and Dreamer will be the players of the hour for now, as Team Fiend still has 3 players toward B, and now they're going to be starting to smell that something's up. The flashes give away their position, and the terrorists take position on top of middle with short presence coming in soon, a player in apartments as well. This is going to be a tough one for Dreamer and Mar to hold off, but let's see if they're successful in it. The smokes fall, the grenades are thrown, and Pit mollied off as Dreamer has to relocate into mini Pit, but Mar on sight finds the first and falls back, giving his team some more time to rotate, but a 3-on-1 situation now as the terrorists fell in what seemed like a blink of an eye. Will be the round here, of course, for the counter-terrorists, as a 6-9 scoreline at the end of the half, a bit expected. We'll be seeing
Called
how
it.
the rest of the... yeah, you did call it indeed. We'll be seeing how the rest of the half goes.
Yeah, that pistol's going to be pretty big here for Team Fiend if they manage to pick it up. They kind of really do need to pick it up, but they are swapping over towards the T side, which is slightly, I would say, a 9-6 scoreline, 9-6 advantage for the T side normally. And especially considering what we saw from them on Train, that T side can do a lot of work. So I'm still favoring Team Fiend here. I'm just, hoping, because I don't want to lose that prediction up against Sermon. Ooh, those odds, though. Juicy, juicy odds. But, Sermon.
Yes.
What is code?
Code is loot. Don't kill me. I am young, please. But all kidding aside, of course, just type !loot into the chat, and something magical will happen. I assure you. Some nice sign-up bonuses and some free spins will go your way.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, and the push
Classic.
forward. Yeah, though I always remember it for a completely different reason.
Unfortunately, yes. It does have something of an infamous history on the internet. As the Molotov toward construction will whiff, the CT smoke not present as they look for construction control here. Finding the entry kills here from the terrorist side as two Ts capitulate, but Manx, the joker of this round, the ace in the hole that they had from the site, couldn't find anything. And that is going to be a commanding lead here from Team Fiend on the pistol round. Copenhagen Flames seemingly no chance to get back in this one. Gonna have to go huge here, Yabi. 2 quick headshots will have to transpire if you want the win, but a headshot goes toward Yabi instead, leaving Asilian alone with the CZ75 in the pistol round. Not a big fan of those at the best of times, but hey, he can find some nice headshots here.
Well, the problem is reload, which lasts forever.
Ooh!
Oh my! Okay, never mind. It's not a problem for Cillian. He gets 3 kills, and with that, he gains a total of $300, which is the same
As one kill, yes.
1 kill with any other pistol.
Not a fan of it when that happens, for sure. when you just buy that pistol on the pistol round. It's not that useful. At least the Deagle gets you the full reward, but it's got its own problems unless you're building a raid boss build.
A la Nico.
Exactly. I'd give it to him to peek on Window of Mirage, for example, on T side, but we'll see how this one goes. Banana in the control of the terrorists for now, as Copenhagen Flames are not interested in contesting this one bit. Don't have enough utility to go for it, as the terrorist presence will be heard on top of Banana. But it doesn't seem to be where the final execute is going to be happening here. Still waiting for the counter-terrorist push to come in, but nothing so far.
Yeah, they've got a Cillian on the FAMAS. They drop the CZ towards Nikodos so that he doesn't have to invest anything and can just get himself the AWP in the first real gun round, which that is, of course, if they would lose this one on Copenhagen Flames. They went for the 4-man stack mid. This is always very dangerous and deadly for any terrorist team to peek into, but they're rotating one away, actually 2 away possibly, towards that B bomb site, where the cross comes in, gets the catch onto Nikodos' backside, blows him up, and they're looking to hit that site. There's a player all the way in, actually very close range, but the kills are favoring the T side pretty heavily. Bubble dropped down to 1 HP, but nonetheless the bomb plant will come through, and it's Copenhagen Flames to try and keep those 2 Deagles alive, putting Team Fiend 1 round away from tying up the scoreline again.
Yeah, this is starting to look like a 9-9 affair going into the second half, and even Steven's scoreline should be happening, as Copenhagen Flames will not be getting much in the next. Just a couple of armors and deagles saved. Definitely not enough to take a round in itself. So yeah, Team Fiend just playing very explosively in this one. Though not much opposition was there, they still took care of it very handily, especially with Bubbles surviving on that 1 HP, and thankfully he was far enough away from the bomb, as the bomb does tend to do 1 HP of damage quite far away from the blast itself. You can ask 3 Clicks Philip about that one.
I do miss the good old days of bombs being actually deadly.
They should definitely fix that, because there's too much saving on the actual bomb sites themselves, right? Like on Dust 2, you can just save at car on B. That is absolutely
that one doesn't
unacceptable.
make any sense at all.
Of course, knowing Valve, if they implemented some kind of realistic bomb damage, it would be completely unpredictable and broken, since it has to be different every time, given where the bomb is actually planted. But maybe they just take that whole aspect of the game away and just make it so it's the same blast, doesn't matter where you planted it.
If you just are on the right side of the map from the bomb blast that A kills you.
Yeah, if you have like a direct line of sight, you know, to the bomb, it should probably just like destroy you.
Yeah, considering you are actually a terrorist and you are supposed to blow something up, so it needs to do some damage instead of, oh, no, I just got, you know, a little bit of dust against my arm.
Yeah, you know what I would also like? Some like realistic explosions, like pre-baked animations really don't cost that many frames per second. And for the spectator as well, like the cameraman could just show like the bomb decimating a bomb site with all the boxes sort of getting destroyed and all that. It does, there are some effects, like on Nuke you see those like alarms ring off. That like, you know, the plant is sort of melting down, as it were, because you destroyed the cooling rods. I don't know. Nice. I mean, 69 headshot percentage, nice. Manx and
that is a Source 2.0 kind of thing that they would have to implement.
It's doable in this. Like, just
no. Nothing is doable in this.
A fan did it on Inferno, didn't you see?
Oh.
Yeah, he made every bomb site like destructible, and also like balconies and stuff. You can destroy them with breach charges. The big box at the middle of A, that one can be destroyed. Like, he just, like, sure, okay, it's not as optimized, but all you have to do is make some pre-baked animations, which are completely cheap in terms of CPU power. So They should
Yeah, but
definitely do
let's
that.
first, get ourselves to away from the 64 tick servers. Like that's point number one, where you get shot while you're already behind cover, and you're like, cool. Always great to die when you're not supposed to be dead. But yeah, those are the situations that are definitely in matchmaking the absolute worst. And there's still definitely some things that need to be fixed. But as you can see, Mar top fragging, and wasn't it like 3 rounds ago that Red Star was on 12?
I think so, yeah. Haven't been keeping track of the scoreboard.
Well, a big timeout happened. It is going to be, of course, an eco for the Copenhagen Flames. 2 deagles and a flash. And that is pretty much all they've got with a push forward. Is that a Zeus?
It absolutely is! And there you go. Asilian gets it. Dreamer down. Taser. As Team Fiend, of course, will be taking the A-bomb site handily, and no chance for the Copenhagen boys to retake this one. It is going to be a little bit of aggression here, actually, toward middle, as those players have really nothing to lose just yet. Just pistols in their hands, and even a bit of an honorary Bogdan going on. Oh, not actually. It's just a straight-up weapon swap. Okay. As, yeah, they will... 3 of them will be saving, in fact, toward that T-spawn. Maybe defending the AK with their lives, as Nikodos is the lone hunter here, trying to find some frags, and he does let a player go down middle unchecked. And, well, 1 missed headshot later, he does actually pick up a frag, but that's going to be it from him. And Bubble, there you go. That's why we needed those bodyguards next to the AK. Even a MAC-10 saved it to the next, though the usefulness of that is questionable given how much money Copenhagen Flames have at the moment.
Exactly. Is he really going to play with the MAC-10 in the round? It looks like it. They do have that AWP to be picked up for Nikodos, though. And, yeah, well, let's hope for him that MAC-10 can get an easy upgrade. Otherwise, you don't want to be that guy. But you're
Absolutely
like,
not.
Everyone is buying up. You kind of, rifle, long range, sometimes. Do be careful.
Nah, he's going for the positive EV here. Expected value of a MAC-10, especially on this map, should be pretty good. As Banana has been taken handily by the Copenhagen Flames side. Gonna be forcing those terrorists away as they do look to re-aggress. A second smoke coming down, but again, the MAC-10 not strong enough to punish them for this smoke push, as 4 of them have made their way forward. Dreamer finding the entry, and Victor, well, he falls, but that's gonna be it for Nodios. 2 kills, a great job from him. Still gonna be giving them Copenhagen Flames a bit of a chance here in this round. 3 versus 2, especially with Red Star on 8 HP. This seems more than doable. But yeah, the utility's still strong. The plant denied. Dreamer has to get this one down with the smoke on CT falling shortly. There you go. It's dissipated. Now Red Star has to hold on to him. But it looks like the plant did go through. Now just the retake scenario here for the counter-terrorists will be the initial kill onto Asilian for Red Star. And Dreamer also getting one of his own. Now only Yabi left. 3 players were at the beginning of this retake, and only 1 remains. As Nikodos does not have a smoke or a kit. No ninja nonsense going on here as he tries to go for the peek, and, well, Dreamer's not even going to be taking the AWP into the next. They're trying to play this one completely with rifles.
That was a pretty big round there from Dreamer, getting the quad kill. It looked dicey the entire time around, pretty much going for it, but it is in the end Team Fiend taking the lead against Copenhagen Flames, forcing, well, they still have a pretty decent amount of money because Max, of course, saved that MAC-10. But the big question is, how are they going to run this round? They could just get a rifle for Manx, rest on a couple of deagles, or they could go for the full investment behind it, and Manx drops the op to Nikodos. There are a couple of options here, and we have ourselves a pause so that they can discuss all the possible options. What do you think they're going to go for? Are they going to go for the full buy?
Nah.
Well, that was quick. Sermon does not believe in the full buy.
Look, because you can just buy armor and not even deagles, but the even better MP9 on 2 of the players and save the majority of your cash for the next. It's not like they've been having luck on the full buy rounds either, right? Team Fiend just picking up every terrorist round so far. 3 of them with exploded bombs. Chicken cam.
Chicken cam.
Should be, I don't know, should be an 11th round obviously here for Team Fiend with really close up chicken cam there. That is, these are source textures coming in hot. Remember, the textures are bad because then your PC runs fast. So don't complain about chickens not looking good in 4K.
Even though the game has not been optimized in forever, and you know.
Yeah, because we're used to like, oh, it has to run at 400 frames a second, otherwise it's poorly optimized. Like, I don't know, man. On a modern processor, you can get quite a lot going.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. The only thing is that it still sometimes has lag skips, even at that speed.
Oh yeah, you have to do some really weird things. Disable full screen optimizations in Windows for CS:GO.exe. If you right click on it with properties, you will find that checkbox. Thank me later. It gets rid of a lot of input lag. As Team Fiend, no lag in this one. We'll just be pushing on to here toward the A side early in the round, but Yabi finds 2, a third. Nikodos chimes in for the last one, but that's going to be a 4K from Yabi. Oh my. How'd they get that one done?
What? Team Fiend? I guess utility doesn't exist? Or... Huh?
Let's take a look at that one in slow motion. Of course, we didn't get Yabi's perspective, unfortunately, but oh man. Oh me, oh my. They were all just focused on the side player at all. They didn't even consider the pit. Just... what a performance here coming out of Copenhagen Flames. I was writing them out of this round completely.
Yeah, I'm actually just baffled at what that was. I see so many teams, you know, they've got a full buy up against an eco and they don't use any utility whatsoever. Of course, smoke can, of course, give the CT some cover, but if you just smoke molly some angles, a couple of pop flashes, you know where you don't actually have to check, and so then you know exactly what the angles are that the opponents could be in, and it was just, they walked in dry and they got completely shredded to pieces by the 2 Deagles on site. That was a very questionable round from Team Fiend, and hopefully for them it won't be the one that gets Copenhagen Flames back in action to start stringing rounds together.
We can all hope. Banana control in the hands of Copenhagen Flames as Apartments is yet to be actually no, they do have a player playing around that. But yeah, the counter-terrorists really not going aggressive on anything other than Banana, and really they give up Banana late into the round. The Team Fiend boys not really interested in the curly fruit named part of the map, as they are more interested in stacking the B bomb site with that initial frag going the way of Team Fiend. But look at this, the execute toward A, just 1 player on the A bomb site. Yabi preemptive smoke into the pit, as that grenade will not be finding anyone, unfortunately. They did all go toward long, and all the Apartments holds the bomb, so it's not even going to be like a B split or anything. It is just going to be an easy kill for the terrorists to get into that site. The bomb should cross successfully as well with the help of Bubble there, taking care of those short players. A nice double spray down coming in from him, and Manx the last man alive here, 1 versus 3. These rounds, man, they're just one-sided affairs across the board. But like,
yeah,
for different teams every time, it's confusing.
It is very confusing, especially considering in that round, like, there was no presence whatsoever in Banana, even from Team Fiend, and Copenhagen Flames went for the 3-man set. Feels a lot like that, you know, on Train, where they had that round where they lost a player towards Ivy, and they were like, okay, let's stack B. Okay, sure, why not? And then you just lose the round because, oh, they didn't go B. Whereas you could just play a 2-2 split, or if you're going to go towards the B bomb site with 3, you know, throw a flash in, get a peek in Banana, get some information. This was just waiting until Yabi was put in a 1v5 situation, and there's not really much you can do at that point. Even him getting a kill was a little bit exceptional there.
let's see how this one goes. Which team will be completely decimated in this one? It's a coin flip at this point. A full buy from both sides and an AWP on the CTs as Team Fiend continue their no-op policy for the terrorist side. And yeah, banana control in the hands of the Copenhagen Flames, but look at this. Apartments aggression coming in. Nikodo's gonna be opping up close. Hopefully he gets the flick as his back is being held by 2 other counter-terrorists. Top mid aggression not coming in, so there's no presence needed toward there. But meanwhile, Banana has been taken quite handily by the terrorists once again after foregoing it early in the round. The CTs dispensing some utility in that direction, but not going to be keeping the terrorists at bay forever, of course, as another player is rotated toward B, and this is starting to look like a B execute by the second, especially since they lost that one player toward apartments. Red Star going to be the one guy watching for aggression, but it's not going to be happening, so he's going to be joining his buddies here toward B as the execute is already on its way. The creep up coming in, Nodios with the initial kill, but Bubble does answer. Now, still a lot of terrorists here, and Nodios can't find them, of course. Smoked off. 4 versus 3 retake. Definitely doable. This is certainly not Jame time right now. They can still execute onto this, especially with this amount of utility. Those grenades just narrowly missing. Expecting someone to be in dark, but not so today. 3 CTs going to be pushing out of construction with another Molotov toward dark. They're really nuking that part of the map, but that's not where the enemies are. Red Star from the first box gets 2, Dreamer with 1 as well, and just Red Star left alive in this 1 versus 1. An excellent flash, actually. Nikodos eats that one like it's breakfast, but has Red Star for breakfast straight away as he gets onto that bomb, and there you go. A last millisecond defuse coming in as well. What a fantastic retake there. It was the man advantage, but it looked really scary once Team Fiend found all those kills.
Yeah, sorry for that. That was my neighbors, for some reason, they drill into the wall behind me like 30 times a year. It's pretty flippin' annoying. But I'm back, and yeah, it's not an airplane flying over, chat. It is just a drill this time around, though. Copenhagen Flames 11-11, and the round this time was very close in contrast to those complete stomps that we saw in the previous second half rounds. Team Fiend versus Copenhagen Flames. And who will be able to secure this one, though? Because right now both teams have expended pretty much every penny here. And the loser will be licking their wounds and echoing into the next.
And there we go. Top middle control once again in the hands of the terrorists as, well, balcony does have some presence, but the short push comes in. Yabi from the balcony, aforementionedly, does find kills, as well as Nikodos. And that's going to leave only Red Star left alive. Another push towards short that just goes awry for Team Fiend. I don't know what they're expecting to happen in most of these situations. Walking straight into crossfires like nobody's business, as there is just Red Star left alive on the site, but I wasn't bigging his chances up too much there, as it was a 1 versus 2 with him being on 11 HP. Red Star with 4 kills in this one. What a god, but just couldn't make it work there toward the end. And yeah, that should be the defuse coming in soon, unless, you know, Vasilian forgets that that's the objective of the game, but he is a paid professional, so I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, it would be funny if he DC'd at that point.
And of course, he doesn't play for G2, so he's always going to remember to defuse the bomb. Alright, into the next though. The initial kill does not go the way of Nikodos, doesn't spot the player out. Unfortunately, the flick not strong enough. As the T's will be taking apartments control, and Banana once again foregone. Copenhagen Flames deep control here.
At Team Fiend, they do go for the full investment into the round. It's shoddy pie at that. I would suggest them. Just a slight suggestion: don't go for another play where all 5 of your players push through short.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, unless you throw out smokes mollies to flush out your opponents, it is literally just costing you rounds for no apparent reason. Because you all turn your backs at the same time and all get taken down. A Galat tag, that's going to be the chiming in of a Cillian, and that's a 2 dead round on the side of Team Fiend very quickly, and they're looking to hit that B bomb site right now. They lose Dreamer as well, and it's going to be all on Victor and Bubble run boosting through, but a clean sweep secured for Copenhagen Flames on 13, and Team Fiend, well, their money is still disastrous.
Oh man, not off to like they were off to a really good start here on the T side, but as soon as the commotion of the pistol round went away, Copenhagen Flames starting to find themselves in quite a good position. Red Star, of course, the standout performer for his team Fiend, but yeah, Nikodo's just going ham with those op kills.
Yeah, looking pretty good here, Copenhagen Flames, especially considering they're probably going to have a reasonable round against Team Fiend here. Team already bought the Deagle and body armor, so assuming that, you're going to go out on a limb and say that they're just going to go for the eco. And unless Copenhagen Flames pull a Team Fiend, they should be Copenhagen Flames putting themselves onto 14 rounds.
Should. As some people in the chat are talking, you do get banned for spoilers, guys. Don't fucking do it. I have your number here. There you go. One more.
Scary man. Don't worry, Big Brother's watching you.
And casting the game at the same time. As we're going into the 25th round here with Team Fiend, obviously not in the best position here. We'll just be trying to explode onto the A-bomb site yet again. Hey, at least they're not going through short, right? Or I may have spoken too soon. They're looking toward that boiler with malicious intent, but it was just a hold for CT aggression, so the waterfall should be coming in with no flashes there. Usually Bubble would be in a prime position to throw one for his teammates rushing out of here, blinding Yabi or something to that effect, but it looks like they'll just be straight up running out, giving Jabi an easy kill, a nice 2k as well towards short, and, well, that's an ace, isn't it? Yep, Yabi with the eco ace. Congratulations, you hit the heads. And you
he did hit them pretty nicely, to be fair. Like,
yes,
that was that was very clean.
The first one not so much, but then bop, there you go. The spray transfer headshots just
bop.
Yeah. The bops keep coming in.
That was nice. That was enjoyable to watch. Yeah, as you said, the first one took a little bit longer, but the rest were just clean. Nope! I knew he was going to knife the chicken once he saw it. Monsters everywhere.
Absolutely. I mean,
Bring
chickens
back
lay
Hubble.
eggs, guys. It's like an egg machine. No bird should lay that many eggs in the span of a week, but they somehow do it. Selectively bred for just that purpose, and my oh my is it tasty. And what else is tasty is this banana re-aggression, but you know, the refract does come in, and that spurs the T's onto this take toward B. But already losing so many players, it's not looking too hot. Nodios makes quick work of them from the second box area, as Mar is the last man left alive, the bomb on his back, and hopes in his head, but unfortunately no place to plant the bomb just yet. Is just looking for that new box aggressor and flushes him out with that aggression toward CT. There you go, that's good. Manages to secure the bomb plant for his team. Very important for that very final potentially round, as they're gonna need quite a bit of money going forward. Still a 1v2 that he can definitely win, especially with that Molotov holding them at bay and leaving him to reposition somewhere nicer, somewhere safer. But with 28 HP, once that bomb starts getting defused, I don't think he's got a chance with wide swinging. The CTs, they do have a smoke and 2 defuse kits. He'll be giving away his position on Banana, and there you go. The jump on top of Coffins is gonna be deadly. Yabi finding the final frag, and that is gonna be a 15th for Copenhagen Flames, predictably, but Team Fiend, at least, they got some extra money to work with here in what is potentially the final round. No! Not the chicken!
Nice turnaround there from Mark. Unfortunately, not enough to secure the round in that 1v3 in the end. And yeah, Copenhagen Flames, they've got 4 series points. Team Fiend looking a bit lost. I mean, the first couple of rounds looked very good on their T side, but they just, that one round with the Deagles going nutty from Yabi really cost them everything because they lost their entire momentum and their advantage in their net worth. Will they, however, be able to string 4 rounds in a row to take us to OT is the big question here, Sermon.
That's a quite big question. I might have an easy answer, but I don't think any Team Fiend fans in the chat want to hear it. Copenhagen Flames looking strong here, especially with these 3 players toward B. If they start executing now, this might be a massacre, but a massacre does happen to the Copenhagen Flames instead. A nice 2 entries coming in from Bubble and Victor will be granting them this B site control as the plants should be coming through, and, well, with the man advantage, well, okay. Being delayed a bit, and Asilian taking that man advantage straight out of their hands. This is going to be a 3 versus 3 here in the end, with the bomb being planted late, but a flank coming in from Mar.
That's a pretty big flank here that could surprise CTs. The question is, though, will he be able to pounce in time? They're not checking their corners just yet, and that's Mar getting the kill. Dreamer chiming in as well towards construction. All that Yabi can do is save his AK into the next round. That's going to keep Team Fiend in this series. Puts them on 12 rounds. 3 rounds away from tying up that score line. But, yeah, it kind of feels like Copenhagen Flames should be able to close this one out eventually with the way things have been looking so far.
Not even going to be saving the rifle into the next, as match point does grace us once again, but how much longer can the Bulgarians really hold out here? Man, those hills are really low resolution as well. We don't look at them too much. But it is just a flat texture, kind of looking like grass, but not really. A lovely Tuscany scenery that's much nicer in real life, don't worry about that.
But they probably don't have free-range chickens walking all over the place.
Well, you don't know. It's the Italian countryside. They like their food fresh. You know, you want to make dinner, you just go outside, find something, bring it back. Some nice rosemary, some nice laurel leaves that are growing outside. Definitely.
Some random cow walking on the street.
Exactly.
Steak tonight, baby.
Snap a chicken's head in half and all that. But, well, this bee aggression is starting to look like a chicken massacre here as well. The initial frag found, and the other CT completely far away from the action. We'll just be going for the Jame time here, as the A-bomb site seems to be their fortress of choice. With Mar going to be finding some kills toward the end. It is going to be Team Fiend on the 13th.
And that's getting pretty close to that tied up scoreline, taking us to OT. Do you think it's going to hit the OT? I'm still, I mean, you know, it would be great because Team Fiend was my initial prediction, but I think Copenhagen Flames will eventually be able to get the kills.
Oh, changing your mind last second? That's not the DK I know.
Oh no, I just, it looked good at the start, but they look very lost, and I'm just expecting them to go for a push towards that A site, and that's going to cost them, because the B bomb site is working for them, but Team Fiend at one point will consider going towards A, and then they're just going to get shredded by Yabi again.
Well, at least the economy of Team Fiend has recovered somewhat. Mar and Bubble getting 3 and 2k each, so definitely not going to be, you know, any kind of troubles going forward. Copenhagen Flames, of course, if they win one more, they will be winning the game, so Just a little bit of money has to be in the reserves in case all of you die despite winning a round. As Banana, once again, no man's land for now, but will be in the control of Team Fiend shortly unless the CTs fancy themselves a bit of the old re-aggression. 3 of them on that Banana for now. Nikodo's with the AWP there as well, trying to help them out. And look at this, just nuking the bottom of Banana, pushing forward through the smoke as Manx does not spot out Bubble, but he does eventually. Here's the footsteps, and Red Star, I thought he hit that flick, but still all the Copenhagen Flames boys alive, and that's going to be a 5 versus 3 with Team Fiend on the back foot here in a must-win round, where they forego this best of 3, and, well, the first match of this Swiss system would be setting them up for a 0-1 scoreline, but let's see how it still plays out. Still a chance to get this one if they manage to isolate all of those B players. 2 smokes to play with would be enough for a bog standard execute, as all you have to do at that point is find the 1 entry onto Dark and win the 3v3 retake scenario. We'll be seeing if that happens, however, as the push does come on in, and Manx staying completely still, staying hidden while backup arrives, and well, backup was already kind of there with the spray down from Nodios. That's 2 terrorists, just not enough, right? At that point, Manx might as well peek out from Dark and get the kill. But Dreamer in a clutch situation now. 1 versus 4, makes it a 1 versus 3, but how much longer can he hold out? About as long as it takes for me to finish a sentence. The bomb will get defused, and Copenhagen Flames will be getting this one done in spectacular fashion here on the very final map of this best of 3. 16-13, the final scoreline. Any last thoughts, DK?
It was a close affair, as we both did expect, but you were correct, and I bow to Sermon. He knows his stuff. It is Copenhagen Flames. The Danes are taking down the Bulgarians of Fiend, and, well, they did it in pretty monstrous fashion with that absolutely beast mode performance towards that A bomb site from Yabi a couple of rounds in a row.
Yeah, really finding themselves on the CT side, the Copenhagen Flames did, as we will bid you adieu for today, my boys. Thanks for watching, all 2.3K of you. It's been a blast, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Peace out.
Feel free to talk.
Boss, we've done all as you said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, boss. Everything like you asked. It's in my car, boss.
I'm surprised. You're actually good for something.
So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. God is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck, I surrendered by idiots.
Hey, kid. Sorry about that.